Good morning everyone. Welcome to the YouTube channel of the JVS Kannauj. In the last video, we have discussed the 2 points symmetric matrices and skew symmetric matrices. Let us quickly revise these 2 points. A square matrix A equals to Aij is said to be symmetric matrices if A transpose is equals to Aj. What was the condition? What was the criteria? How to convert a square matrix to its symmetric matrix? The simple point was there. If A equals to 2 by 2 be a square matrix, then what we have to do? We need to change the row to the column and column to the row. Then A transpose is said to be the symmetric matrix, and A3, 1, 3 and 3, 2, here A and A transpose both are same. Then we can say here that A is equals to A is said to be the symmetric matrices. Now skew symmetric matrix. What was the skew symmetric matrix? If A equals to Aij, then skew symmetric matrix is given by negative of A transpose, then minus of Aj. Okay, let us consider an example. A equals to 0, 2, minus 2, 0. Then A transpose can be 0 minus 2, 2, 0. And negative of A transpose is equals to this one. You can see here A is equals to now negative of A transpose. Then this matrix is said to be your skew symmetric matrix. Here A and A dash are same. Then this matrix is said to be the symmetric matrix. Clear? Okay, now if you will observe a skew symmetric matrix, then you will see that this is a skew symmetric matrix, and if you will see here, these are the diagonal elements. What are the diagonal elements? Those elements of a matrix for which I is equals to J are said to be the diagonal elements of a matrix. Then you will observe in the case of skew symmetric matrices, the diagonal elements of skew symmetric matrices will always 0. Now the next question is ours. We need to prove here. We need to prove that the diagonal elements of a skew symmetric matrix is 0. The next question here arises. Prove that the diagonal elements of skew symmetric matrices are 0. Matrices are 0. How to prove this one? This is very important point here. Let us consider A equals to Aij be a square matrix. And how is the given matrix? The given matrix is skew symmetric. So we know that for a skew symmetric matrix, definitely if you will find here a negative of A transpose, then that will be negative of Aj. And according to the condition of the skew symmetric matrix, we can say A is equals to negative of A transpose, negative of A transpose. This is the matrix. If you will write the elements, these are said to be the elements of a matrix. Then if you will write the elements, then Aij will be equals to, because the two matrices are equal. And what was the equality of the matrices? If two matrices are equal, then their corresponding elements will be equal. So their corresponding element Aij is equals to negative of Aj. Can it be? Okay, we need to prove the diagonal elements. Again and again, I am repeating, for the diagonal elements, we can say that for every matrix, which elements are said to be the diagonal elements? The diagonal elements for which I is equals to J. Then definitely these Aij will be all the elements of a given matrix A. But if you will take Aii or Ajj, I and J both are, if you will take same, then this will be treated as the diagonal elements. Okay. Now in this point, in this side, similar point AII or JJ for diagonal elements. For diagonal elements. Now shift to the LHS side. If you will shift this to LHS side, then this is the same quantity, this is the same quantity in the negative side, and that will be your shift it to the LHS side. Then this is your plus, then how many times? 2AII or JJ is equals to 0, or we can say here AII slash JJ is equals to 0. AII and AJJ are said to be the diagonal elements. Then we have proved that all the diagonal elements will be 0. This was the question given there. We proved that the diagonal elements for the skew symmetric matrices are 0, and we have proved this one. This is very important point here. Okay. So in the previous video we have discussed the symmetric and skew symmetric matrices, and now very important point we have discussed. We prove that the diagonal elements of the skew symmetric matrices are 0, and this is the proof here. Okay. Moving to the next point, product of the matrices. Product of the two matrices. Product of matrices. In the previous video we have discussed addition of the two matrices, subtraction of the two matrices, multiplication of matrix by a scalar quantity. Now the last point, the product of the matrices. There was a certain criteria in the case of addition of a matrices. When the two matrices can be added, when the two matrices can be added, then there was a certain criteria that if their orders are same, then the two matrices can be added or they can be subtracted. In the case of product of the matrices, there is also a certain criteria when the two matrices can be multiplied. Now what is the criteria? Let us consider if A equals to Aij be a matrix of order m by n, and B is a matrix of the order n by p. So what is the criteria for the product of the two matrices? The criteria for the product of the two matrices is, this is A is the first matrix and B is the second matrix we have considered. Now if you will consider the matrix A, this is your m row and how many column? N column. In the case of B, n row and how many column? P column. Then the product AB, it means the product of the two matrices AB will be possible only when, if the column of the first matrix is equals to the row of the second matrix. Very, very important point. Here A and B are the two matrices. Then the product AB, this is also very important because we have written the first, at the first place A and at the second place B matrices. Then the product AB will be possible only when the column of the first matrix is equals to the row of the second matrix. Then only the product AB is said to be possible. Clear? Now, let us consider here the column of the first matrix and the row of the second matrix are same and that is equals to n. So, product AB can be possible. possible. Now in this case, what will be the resultant of this AB? So the resultant of the AB is given by M by P. It means the row of the first matrix to the column of the second matrix. Now definitely the elements will be there after multiplying. Let us consider Cij be the elements of the product of the two matrices A and B. Be very careful to multiply the two matrices. What is the necessary criteria? The matrix which we have taken first, the column of the first matrix must be equals to the row of the second matrix. Then only the product can be possible. Now, one very important point here, A is written first, so this is called the pre-multiplication. And B is called post. A is said to be the pre and B is said to be the post. We can say here that A is pre-multiplication or pre-multiplied to B, or B is said to be the post multiplied to the A. A is said to be the pre-multiplied to the B and B is said to be the post multiplied to the A. This is very important point here. The position is everything. Now we have discussed if A equals to Aij, B equals to Bij be a matrix, then when the product AB can be possible, then the product AB can be possible if the column of the first matrix is equals to row of the second matrix, then the product AB can be possible. Let us consider the elements is given by Cij, and what will be the order of the AB? Then the order of the AB is given by row of the first matrix to the column of the second matrix. Now what will be the Cij? How can we find the Cij? The Cij is very important. Cij can be calculated by, there is a particular definition to calculate the Cij. Cij is given by sum of the see what is the Cij? Cij is given by sum of the corresponding product of the elements of ith row of the first matrix. It means here the I which we have taken, this ith row is the ith row of which matrix? Ith row of the first matrix. Ith row of the first matrix to the jth column of the second matrix. Here the row is taken of the first and the j is taken of the second. Ith row of the first matrix to the jth column of the second matrix. This is the statement here. Let us consider with an example how to just multiply the two matrices. Let A is equals to A is 2 by 2 order matrix, B is a matrix two by 3. Can the product AB will be possible here? A is the pre and B is the post. Pre multiplied and post multiplied. Then for the product of the AB, what is the criteria given? The product of the AB, the criteria is given that the column of the first matrix column of the first matrix is equals to the row of the second matrix, then the product AB can be possible. Then, and what will be the order of the AB? Then the order of the AB is given by the row of the first matrix to the column of the second matrix, then 2 by 3. Now, in this AB, how many total elements will be there? 6 elements will be there. Let us consider this is your Cij and that is your 2 by 3. Okay? Okay, if Cij can be written in the expanded form like this, Cij, this is 2 row and 3 column. Can it be written C11, C12, 2 row and 3 column, C13, C21, C22, C33. Can it be written? Now, how the C11 can be calculated? C11. Now, just see the definition of the Cij. Sum of the corresponding product of the element of the ith row of the first matrix. Just do not go to very deeply in this statement. Just simply see here. We need to just take that the ith row. See C11. This is taken as the I and this is taken as the J. I and J. Now you have to just take that ith row of the which matrix? Ith row of the first matrix and ith row of the first matrix and jth column of the second matrix. It means that ith row of the first matrix, I is your 1, J is also 1, then first row of the first matrix and J is your, it means first column of the second matrix. Be very careful. I and J. I you have to take the first row of the first matrix. J you have to take the first column of the second matrix. That's it. Now, what are the elements here? 2. First row, first column, 2. The first row and the first column. And what are the elements? Just write here 2 in 1. Now, this is 3 and this is 4. How these elements are related? Sum of the corresponding product of the elements. Corresponding product of the elements. If you have taken this element, then this will be the, in the second matrix, this element, the corresponding product, 2 into 1. Now 3 into 4. This is the corresponding product of the elements of the ith row to the jth column. Ith row to the jth column and what? Their sum. It means their sum. In very general form, we can say here, if you are taking the first row of the first matrix, then you have to take here for the first column of the second matrix. And how you have to write 2 into 1, that is equals to 2. And 3 into 4, that is equals to 12. And 12 plus 2 equals to 4. Let us take the another point, C12. What will be the C12 here? C12 means, now just check here, I and J. Ith row of the which matrix? Ith row of which matrix? First. And jth column of which matrix? Second matrix. Take which is the ith row of the first matrix. This is the ith row of the first matrix. And which is the jth column? It means J instead of J is the second. Then the second column of the which matrix? Second matrix. Just simply corresponding elements product. Corresponding elements product means 2 into 2. 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1. That is equal to 2 to the 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7. Getting the point? Okay, C13. C13. I is equals to 1, J equals to 3. Then first row and which column? Third column. Now very quickly you can multiply 2 into 3, that is equals to 6. 3 into 2, that is equals to 6. 6 plus 6, that is equals to 12. Now C21. C21 means, now I equals to and J, I equals to 2 and J equals to 1. Ith row of the first matrix. This one is there. Then first 1 into This one, 1 into 1 that is equals to 1 and 4 into 4 that is equals to 16 that is equals to 17. C22. C22 means the I and J both are the two, second row, second column. 1 into 2 that is equals to 2, 4 into 1 that is equals to 4, 4 plus 2 6. C23. C23. Ith row of the C23. Ith row of the first matrix, it means second row of the first matrix and the third column of the second matrix. Then 1 into 3 that is equals to 3, 4 into 2 that is equals to 8, 8 plus 3 equals to 11. So what AB, the product AB will form? The AB will be formed like this: 14, 7, 12. 14, 7, 12, 17, 6 and 11. This is the product AB of the order 2 by 3. This is the required product of the matrices. Clear to everyone? Again I am repeating here the product of the two matrices. The product of the two matrices can be possible only when if the column of the first matrix is equals to the row of the second matrix. Then the product AB will be possible. And what will be the order of the product? The order of the product will be given by row of the first matrix to the column of the second matrix. How the elements will be given by? The elements of the resultant will be given by the sum of the product of the corresponding element of the ith row of the first matrix to the jth column of the second matrix. Simply you have to take the row for the first matrix and column for the second matrix, their corresponding element product, and their whole sum will be given by the Cij, the elements of the resultant matrix. This is the very important point which we have discussed. Okay. Let us consider few more points. The product AB we have discussed. Now, for the same matrices A and B, can the BA product will be possible here? See, here the B is now pre and A is now post. B is pre and this is your post. Now for the product BA, definitely what is the criteria for the first matrix? For the first matrix, this is B is taken as the first, and now A is taken as the second. Then the product of BA, the column of the first matrix must be equals to the row of the second matrix. But here 3 and 2 are not equal. So can we see here that the product BA is not possible in this case? The product BA is not possible in this case. Be very careful when you are multiplying the two matrices. This is not the general number. Matrices are the arrangements of the numbers. Matrices are the arrangement of the numbers. We cannot say here 2 into 3 equals to 6 and 3 into 2 equals to 6. This is possible for the numbers, but not possible for the matrices. This we cannot say in every cases if two matrices are given, then the product AB and the product BA both will be same. In many of the cases, this AB can be calculated, but BA can never be calculated. See, one example is given here. But I am not saying in every cases it will be BA cannot be calculated. It can be calculated. Just for example, suppose it is anyhow if it is your 2 by 2 order. B is also of the 2 by 2 order. Then in the case of this is 2 by 2, this is 2 by 2. Now here AB is also possible and BA is also possible.